Hello YouTube, this is Retta. I'm going to do a reading and it's probably going to be in multiple parts because it's multiple people. But I seen a video yesterday in regards to Dylan Farrell, who is Mia Farrell's daughter, in regards to her father, or I don't know if she was adopted or if she's really Woody Allen's daughter. I'm not sure. But I know the son kind of looks like Frank Sinatra. And I think Woody Allen's supposed to be his father. But let me digress. She did an interview in regards to, she was talking about her sexual abuse by Woody Allen. As most of you guys know, I am all about, the pitchforks for pedophilia, having the pitchforks ready for pedophilia, for, child sex crimes, stuff like that. But something struck me as odd when I seen her, her video. I just didn't see, I just didn't believe, her account of what happened. Whether it's worse or whether it was non-existent, and Mia had told her, I don't know. I believe Woody is sick because I'm not necessarily saying that, he's not a sick man. He is sick. He's sick because Mia's adopted daughter, soon, he began a relationship with her, which is totally inappropriate. Who knows when that relationship started? But he was with Mia for 12 years. So whether or not 12 years of his life, he was in that child's life as somewhat of a father figure. And then to go and marry her and technically start a relationship when she was 21, who knows when that started, it still tells me that something's not quite right with him. So yes, I do believe he's a sick man. Anybody who would do something like that, and I don't care about, love is blind or any of that. No, it's still sick. It shows that there's something mentally not right with you to do something like that. I don't necessarily believe the daughter. Okay, and I'm all about, getting these pedophiles on blast and stuff, but when there's real unfounded allegations in regards to that, it kind of puts these other children that were abused 2 steps back, like children like Corey Feldman and Corey Helm and many others that I have, I feel a lot of them have been abused. Selena Gomez, I feel a lot of these child actors and actresses have been abused. Am I saying Woody Allen's innocent? No, I have no idea. So I'm going to take it to the cards, but just something in that interview kind of struck me as on truth. My intuition kind of sparked, and I just want to look more into it because I can see 2 things. With just doing their birth cards, I can see, first of all, Woody Allen is the emperor. So Woody Allen being an emperor, usually emperors are very morally good. They're usually the ultimate father figure. So I could see that if he did have an inappropriate relationship with Soon, why he would marry her, because the guilt would kill him. The guilt would kill him. He would have to make it right. He would have to make it legally and morally right in his own conscience. That's why he married her. That's one thing. Also, he likes to be the ultimate boss. Seeing that Mia Farrell is the empress, he wouldn't be able to boss her. You would think that the emperor and the empress would get along well. No, they won't. They won't get along that well. Mia is the ultimate mother, whereas Woody would be like the ultimate father figure. Mia would be the ultimate woman. But also, with that is her sexuality, her abundance. So I can see that him going to the daughter would really hit a chord with her. Not only because she would feel like she didn't protect her children, 1. 2, that he would not see her as sexually fulfilling, that he would look to her younger daughter. That would hit another chord for her. And that she was not in control. Okay, now we have Soon, who's the strengthened star. She just came into this world. I'm the strengthened star. That your whole life is all about turbulence, you know, facing your fears, you know, wanting to feel safe, stuff like that. So I can see her going up towards and looking for this Woody Allen to make her feel safe. Okay. Dylan Farrell is the Hierophant in Temperance. She has behavior. She'll have emotional issues. So I can see that she has emotional issues. She would be very sensitive to emotional things and probably very sensitive to her mother. But the Hierophant is in there. So the Hierophant is someone who likes, you know, law and order, likes things in structured. So would also like to be someone who she would take instructions well. So I want to, so this is like a really big web we weave here. So I want to delve into these relationships. I want to go into, I'm going to use the Tarot Apocalypse. I haven't really, never used this tarot before. So this should be interesting. But I want to see more of Woody. I want to see the relationship between Woody and Mia. Then and now. I want to see the relationship between Soon and Woody, then and now. And I want to see the relationship between Dylan and Woody, and then Dylan and Mia. So this is probably going to be long. My big SIM card that I had, I freaking broke it. So this is probably going to be in multiple parts. I'm not even sure if I can get it all done today. So what right now, so we'll just say this is part 1. So I'm going to, I have to really do these good because these were all in order. So again, this is the Tarot Apocalypse by Eric Dunn, I believe. And I have never used it. I'm surprised I got it. Most people know. And I like the beauty of the Tarot Illuminati that he did, but I didn't care for the cardstock. This cardstock is at least better. It's not the best cardstock, but it's at least better than the Illuminati cardstock. So I'm glad he listened to us, even though he said that the other cardstock was wonderful. It wasn't. It was like cardboard and then the gilded. I'm glad these aren't gilded. So I want to look at Woody Allen. He is the Emperor. I want to see inside him real fast about him. So Woody Allen. Whoops. Cards just want to fall out. Woody Allen. Let me spray some frankincense. Okay. Sorry about that. Cards are just falling. Okay. So, all right, let's see. Woody Allen. Woody Allen is all about abundance. I wonder, does he have children? Lots of children? I don't know. Does he have children with Soon? I do see some children with Soon. Does he have children with her? I'm not sure. I didn't look up that. But I do see children. I see he's all about, you know, the Emperor is all about family and work and abundance and working together for a purpose. So I do see Soon in here. I do see some children. I do see, okay, elephant, abundance, working together. Let's see. 7 of Swords is that for this family that he has, this 10 of Pentacles, you know, because the 10 is the ultimate family, abundance, you know, job, career, everything good. But it's shrouded in secrecy and illusion. Secrecy. You see the moon here. So that's telling me secrets, illusion in the 7 of Swords. So, you know, he didn't go about getting this family in an up and up way. He was deceitful. Very deceitful. Kind of stealing, kind of thievery. In regards to how he got his family. Underneath that is the princess and his wife. She's the Princess of Pentacles. So I see this as soon right here, the Princess of Pentacles. And you see her pregnancy and you see that it was sexual. I'm thinking that he had a relationship with her when she was very young. Not, I'm not saying a child, but it's showing me that this relationship started when she was very young. She was doing womanly things when she was very young. She might have even got pregnant at a young age, and maybe that's what started things to happen. I don't know if she kept the baby or what at that time. But, and if you also look at her, she's Oriental here. And he looked at her very sexual. He looked at her very inappropriately when she was young. He never looked at her as a daughter like he should have. Let's see, behind him. I don't know if he has any children. I didn't look with that. In the back. And all this was brought to the light. The star is bringing things forward to the light. So in the past, this relationship was brought to the light. I see a ship coming forth through the troubled times. So, you know, all this stuff gave him a lot of trouble. Things came forth. Let's see what's on his mind. On his mind, he still, you know, is very conflicted about this. Remember I said he's the emperor. So he should have been the ultimate father. The emperor is usually ultimate father, very moral, very does the right things. But this has left him conflicted. If you look at this left him conflicted, you know, because he was supposed to look at her like a daughter, and he never did. He looked at her as a sexual thing. He looked at her very sexual. So that left him very conflicted, very conflicted. You see this man's looking at the chest. What was his next move? I think him marrying her, for, like I said earlier, was a way for him to, you know, appease his guilt and his conscience of what I know he knows what he did was wrong. And him marrying her was something, even though they've been together for 20 years, I don't think he would ever leave her because he still feels guilty. He's ruled by guilt. He knew what he did was wrong. So he is conflicted. So he married her because he was conflicted. Judgment, yes, he married her. His decision. This is moral. You know, this is judgment is also about your moral, your decisions, you know. He was very conflicted. You see all these people are naked. He knew what he did was wrong. That's why he married her. Yeah, this is still eating him up 20 years later. He knows what he did is wrong. 20 years later, he still feels very wrong. And at this age, even though she feels in love with him, I think he was probably her first sexual experience, to tell you the truth. I think that she feels right now as a victim. I think he feels like he's the monster, which he should, and she feels like a victim. I think this is tearing them both up at night. I don't think that their relationship is all lovey-dovey. I don't think so. I think he is terrorized at night. He knows what his own conscience is messing with him. Because of his strength as the emperor, he knew better. He was the father figure. She was the virginal, you know, innocent girl that he took advantage of and he sexualized. So yes, he's trying to, his sword's up in this card, so he's trying to defend his actions, but he knows he doesn't have any real defense. And she is still very vulnerable, even however old she is to this day. I think she's my age or maybe even younger. She is still very vulnerable. Look at the white. She's still very vulnerable and very innocent, very modest still. Let's see in the future. The Two of Pentacles. Funny enough, you know, there's her. She's balancing things. She's balancing things. So I'm not sure if she's always going to feel this victimhood. The King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. I don't know if she's also going to feel this. The Knight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles it could be Woody, it would be the Emperor, the Knight of Pentacles. So balancing him, Let me see. He has many hands. The brutes. Let me see what else to balance him. And the Ace of Pentacles. And bringing through new forth, new ideas, new... This is like a lotus, too. And the King of Cups. I think she's trying to balance two relationships. I think that, yes, in the future, she's going to have two relationships. One may be Woody, and one is somebody else. I think she's going to, she fell, or she has another lover. And she's trying to balance both relationships. And, you know, he's feeling guilty. So she can do basically whatever she wants because he feels guilt. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I want to look at the relationship between Mia Farrow and Woody at the time. Mia Farrow and Woody. Or now, we'll see. The relationship, give me an overlook of their relationship. I know there's probably nothing, or the most strongest of their relationships. In the future, soon going to have two men. So she's going to have one that takes care of her financially, which is probably Woody, and then one that has her heart, and he is probably a water sign, the other person that he's involved with. Let's see. I don't know if they have children. I should have looked that up. All right, so here we go. I want to see the relationship between Mia and Woody. Okay, let's see. The Five of Pentacles. It's a horrible relationship. There's a lot of, the relationship between them both, it's a horrible relationship. There's a lot of loss. I don't see any window of hope in this. Usually with the Five of Pentacles, it's usually a loss, a physical loss, and with the water coming down. So a lot of tears, a lot of heartache, a lot of tears, a lot of heartache. And there is no room for things to get better. There is no room. There is no window of hope. It's very sad. It's very, very sad. The fives are all about conflict and loss and all that. And I see that. Let's see what this Mia. Mia feels no love lost in this relationship. She could give or take them. She feels no love lost in this relationship. That's it. Let's see about Woody. Four of Wands. He is too busy trying to protect himself, to shield himself of his decisions. The foundation of who he was or what he is trying to, with her, is trying to, he's trying to take the higher ground, you know, where his head's high and trying to be like, he's so much better and enlightened. But with these things crossed, you know, it's telling me that there's a defense there. You know, it's built on defense. And he felt that it was within his right to be defense. Let me see. She wanted from him. She wanted from him to be... What did she want from him? I think she loved him a lot. I think that she felt what she wanted from him was more emotional connection at the time back then. She wanted him to be like the father, this and that, but he was too proud. He wouldn't let her in. You know, he really wouldn't let her in. He had to be proud. I don't think their relationship was all that wonderful. I think there was a lot of, you know, things coming in. I think there was a lot of rocky times. 10 of Pentacles. He was all about family. That's what he wanted. He wanted a family. He wanted a family. That's what he wanted from her, was a family. But I don't want to see, this is the same card that came out for him. He wanted a family. Let him look to her? What made him look to her was his... I said to myself, what made him look to the girl? He looked to the girl as very sexual. He looked at the girl he didn't look at her as part of the family. He had a very inappropriate sexual relationship with this young girl. And she's showing up again. She felt, this is usually the victorious card. She feels that she has victories. She felt like, you know, she brought him down with her words, with her actions, that she won the fight. But did she really? Because he has her daughter. That she got the rest of the kids against him. And they stood strong and they stood with her. And she feels like she's on the moral higher authority, which probably she is. But how did you not see what he was doing to your daughter? How did you not catch on? So are you really that superior? Are you really that, you know, you won something? I don't think so. There's a lot of things going on. A lot of things going on. A lot of things going on. The High Priestess. Not everything is quite what it seems. The Four of Swords is that it's still the fours. It's like... she felt, look at this, even though it's a dog, she felt protected by Woody. This young girl felt protected by Woody. For whatever reason, she felt protected. I don't know what her childhood was, how old she was when she got adopted, but he made her feel protected. And, you know, the Ten of Wands is usually a big burden. He took this burden upon himself. I don't think there's no love lost between Woody Allen and Mia Farrow at all. I'm going to now look at Soon. So let me turn this off, and now I'm going to look at Soon Allen. All right.